Hello everyone and welcome back. Tonight we're on Flight Simulator. So just waiting for it to load up. Shouldn't be too long. And now that the weather's cooler, I am able to go with the hat and the tie, which you can just about see on camera. So full pilot's uniform today. Hope you enjoy that. And I'm going to go and try and fly one of the bigger planes, either Boeing or an Airbus, and see if we can actually do a successful landing with it. So that should be fun. And depending on who's on and watching depends which flights we do. I've got some requests for Texas, the Bahamas, and also some in Ireland. So depending who's on, we'll try and do some of those. I have got my phone in front of me in case I need to check Google Maps to try and find out where some of these places are. So if that's the case, please bear with me while I do that. I'll try and get as many viewer requests done as we can. So there we go, we're loaded up now. Let's go into the free flight mode. We're already selected on the Airbus A310, so let's go with that. So this area is all the Bahamas, so let's see what we've got on these airports here. That says International Airport. So that's the departure one, and Bradshaw International, set that as the arrival, and we'll go via there and there. So sort of zigzag across the Bahamas. And let's add this in as well, because then I think we'll get an easier landing doing it that way. So start the flight. Let's see how many we get in nice and early. Just the one watching so far. So thank you to whoever that is. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you're able to. Okay, ready to fly. And we've got a second one in, which is good. So let me just adjust the volume 1 second. A little bit loud in my ears. So move the handbrake. So right. Why am I not able to set maximum speed? Come on. never going to take off speed if I don't get my engine speed up. Come on. Requesting full throttle. What's going on? Come on. So something's not working here. Let me just try and spin this around, because I've used about half the runway and not got my speed up at all. So welcome to those that are watching. Thank you very much for coming in. So I'm just going to take it down to the other end of the runway, and then we'll attempt this again, because for some reason our first attempt didn't work. Just off the edge of the runway at the moment. Just reducing the flaps. Right, this is interesting. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to the far end of the runway. I'd like to do it a little bit quicker, but we're not getting any power through. A little bit of a space here to turn around, which is good. Hopefully by the time people actually start coming on the stream, we'll have it airborne and behaving itself, hopefully. So one thing with these bigger planes, they're a lot more stable on the rudder control than the Cessna. Right, so we're almost back on the centre of the runway. Right. Trying different combinations of the buttons. Nothing seems to be working. Try again. So last time I tried to do this manually, we had a issue. So that's one engine going. That's the issue we had last time. I'm going to crash again. Let me just restart this flight because for some reason we didn't get any controller control on that. I could only increase the thrust with doing it manually. Not sure why we've got alarms already. That's better. So for some reason on the first time you switch on, we seem to be struggling with control. That was a bit scary. Suddenly made me pull up maybe a bit sooner than what I should have done there. I saw another plane coming down the runway straight at us. So we are airborne. Track the landing gear. Put the nose down a little bit. 1,000 feet already. Just trying to find my blue boxes so I know where I'm going. I know the course heading was behind me somewhere. Let me shut that off. Try and find a horizon here. There we go. Right. So, really struggling with engine power. I can't shut it off. So we're currently constantly climbing and I can't do anything to stop it. Let me just take my sunglasses off 1 second. See if I can find the correct button. So the autopilot's got us set to an altitude of 10,000. Let me just set that all the way down. To 1,000. Right, so still can't do anything about my engine speed. can't get the engines to shut down at all. I might just have to go back to using the Cessna, because there's a lot less buttons and makes it easier to fly. Right, so see if we can't get height down a little bit. Set both the engines to idle. Just lift that nose up. Turn that off. Right, so let's get the height down and then we can start doing this fly past. So hopefully we're able to see where I'm supposed to be going course-wise. Try and get us down to a couple of thousand feet, and then we'll take it from there. So a quick look, external look. Give me that option either. There we go. So I was trying to see if I could see any of my blue boxes to give me my heading where I'm supposed to be. I can't see any at all. So I think we'll make a left turn and then come over these islands. Turn that off. So here we go again. No engine power control. I'm back at maximum thrust. This is annoying. Is very frustrating. I've only just got my altitude down to somewhere respectable. Right, let's do this again. Oops. What's this one? Other than all these alarms. Right, very shortly I think I'm just going to switch plane and abort these bigger planes because I can't fly them. No matter what I seem to do, I can't seem to gain any control over the power. Which is very frustrating. Trying to see if we've got any buttons around here that why are we so many alarms going off. Right, will it let me no, doesn't let me adjust the throttle at all, even with those buttons. So for some reason it's locked and I can't figure out how to sort it out. Let's try different combinations of buttons. No. Right, Irish Farmer reached 20 subs. Congratulations on that. Nice to see you in again. Just flying a Airbus at the moment, but I can't seem to get full control of it, so this might be an aborted flight. Unless somebody comes on who can help me with this. At the moment, it would seem all my controls are dead. I can control the pitch of the aircraft, although it seems to constantly want to take it massively skywards. I can't control the throttle at all. By the way, I uploaded a new video, one or two. Okay. I did have a look at your shorts. I did watch one of your videos as well. The corn harvest one, I think it was. Right, let me just see. Right, let's just abort this because this is just annoying me. Because I can't get any sort of control over it. So it's something to do with the toga. It seems to be locked in. I can't find a button for that. According to that, the toga is off. Try that again. No. So yeah, I think we're just gonna abort. Unless there's something behind here. Let's have a... just hide that a minute. Rain radar. Shut up alarm. Lock mode. Right, so we've got a few more watching, so if anybody knows anything about these planes and can help me. I'm currently stuck on maximum power and I can't get my engine power down at all. Even if I manually try and interact with these, they are not playing. I can't adjust them at all. And if I take my eyes off the front too long, we get all these alarms going off. So I think we're just going to have to abort on this one. Navigation off. Let me just see. There we go. So we've managed to cut the engine speed. Right, we might be getting somewhere now. Yeah, big. Stop. Right. Big congrats on the 20 subs. Doing that so quickly is very impressive. Very impressive. Right. What's this last button here that's lit? Turn that off as well. Oh, it won't let me turn that one off. Okay. What's that one? Don't know what that one does either. So lots of coded things there. I've just been informed we've got some mic issues, so let me just try and deal with this. Bear 1 second. And if people can just let me know if the mic sounds a bit better now. So where are we at? 17,000 feet. Let's get down a little bit more. Still the same. That's annoying. I don't know why we've got mic issues. Let me just 1 second. Okay, how's that now? Is that any better? Just waiting for someone to let me know how that is now. So apologies for that if you've been watching and it's been not great. But 1 second. Same still. Okay. That's annoying. Right, just bear 1 second. Okay, let me know if that's any better now then. Trying different things, try and get it working. That's that sorted. Right, we've now lost all of the video. Apologies, people, we're having some technical issues. Just bear me 1 second. Sorry about this. Okay, so we've got video back. Right, okay, I think everything is back to working. Let's just take that back off. Oh, come here. Thank you. Right, where are we at? 7,000 feet, so still doing well. Just push the nose forward a little bit more. Definitely got game audio working, thank you. I'm just trying to get down to the height we were supposed to be at. And then maybe we can start doing this flyby. Trying to cut the engine speed a little bit more, but it's not wanting to come down anymore, so not a problem. At least know that we are at a height where we can see what we're flying over. Altitude is not too bad. Try and put a bit of trim on there. There we go. So just help us hold our height a little better. Just pull the nose up a little bit. So there we go, Bahamas flyby coming up after all those technical issues and game issues. So here we go, and a bit more trim on, I think. Trying to get this to fly nice and steady, but it's not having it. That's my low altitude warning somewhere. Just trying to pull it around.
Stop rudder input. Stop rudder input.
Let's just try and level it out. There we go. And we've got it holding now at a nice height. There we go, that's what I was looking for. So just coming over the ocean. Got some of the islands here that form part of the Bahamas. So now looking a lot better. Little on the low side, but we're okay. We're climbing ever so slightly. So, try and see some of the markers there. Can't quite read those, unfortunately. Not quite close enough to pick them out. So I just go back into the aircraft. So might be a bit of a volcano on this island. Certainly looks that way. I think that's Fort Orange there that we're coming over. Some of that will give them an orange stad. That might give you a better indication of where exactly we are. I'm going to have to boost my engine speed and pull up here to get over this peak. See if we can get a good look in there. So it looks like it was a volcano, but it looks pretty dormant because it's got vegetation in all of the crater. Let's try and get our engine speed right down to about 69. That's where it was holding nicely. Come on. That was a stall warning. So does that put us back to maximum output again? Right, where's that button I need to press? That one, I think. No. Oh, here we go. That's the one. Must remember that button, the ATHR button. So it kicks in when the plane thinks we're going to stall. Oh, come on. Pull that nose up. Me again. No. Just boost it all the way back up to 100% power. So try and hold it there. Right. We've got another island coming up, so I'll try and make sure I get a decent flyby of this one. So we need a little bit more power. A little bit more. Let's a quick look outside. Here we go. So we're going more volcanic peaks and trying to pick any of the landmarks out. Struggling to read him at this distance. Losing height again, which that's okay. So a place there called Old Road Town, and also a place called Challengers. Just starting to push the nose up again. I'm just trying to hold my height. Another look. There we go. So yeah, looks like active volcanoes that are now dormant and therefore covered in vegetation, even in the craters. So if we try and get back over to those blue boxes over there, that'll be our flight home. Let's see if we can land this today. Get back in the aircraft. So he's still gradually losing height. That's not a problem at the moment. I'll just give it a little bit more engine power. Try and hold us steady. I have picked out a sort of zigzag course, so not sure whether we're going to have another turn after this one. A bit more power, still losing height a little bit quick. Vertical speed is approaching 0. Just got a little bit too much power on there, so we could just nudge it back a little bit. Actually, I could just take the trim down. No, that's too much. Let's manually pull the nose up. Let's just try and hold it steady. Increase the trim a little bit more there and just try and get it to hold steady for us. So another island that we're coming over. We are very quiet on the stream tonight, so very unusual to be this quiet. So thank you for those that are in and watching, really appreciate that. So we seem to have gone the other way and it's just pushing us upwards a little bit now. Not too bad at the moment. Just actually, if I just leave it like that, it's not. It's going up and down very slightly, but not massively. As long as I keep an eye on it, we'll be okay. So, a place called Cotton Ground. Just coming over that now. Yeah, looks like another one of the volcanic islands, the traditional crater at the top of that hill there, and again it's completely covered in vegetation, even right in the crater. Looks like Charlestown we're coming over now. So again, a good look at that. Here's some nice views now. I've got the plane set correctly. Hopefully in the future it won't take me quite so long to gain control of the plane. It's a fig tree. I'll pick out the name of that marker over there. Can't quite see it at the moment. Quite close. Oh, hang on. Market shop. There we go. And as you can see, we're right on course at the moment. Not quite sure how far around the route we'd set we are, given the haphazard start. Let's get back in and just make a slight adjustment upwards. Be happy if we was about 2,500 feet. Be nice. Quite wanted is quite to get there. Just put one more degree of trim on if I can. I might just hold it steady then. So I'm just looking. I think this is going to be our last point we look at, and then we do a large left turn and then come back to the airport. So hopefully the person that requested the Bahamas flyby is going to be enjoying this one when they catch up with it. So we've got this now for the next hour or so, and then 9 PM UK time we will be on ARC. So hopefully we'll get some joiners for that. So even with that extra trim on, we're still losing height a little bit. It's just sort of going up and down between sort of two markers, so it's not too bad. Be happy if those markers were a little higher, but we're doing okay. Just do a quick external view. Got it flying nicely today. Big question is going to be, can we stick the landing at the end of this flight? We are definitely struggling on numbers today. According to my stats, I've only got one person watching currently. So thank you to that person for sticking with us. Chat is very quiet. So looking at my map top left corner, we've got the two purple lines. This is what making me think that I've got a Going to be flying over this island and then doubling back. Which, when I set the route, that's what I was looking at, to try and make the landing a bit more straightforward. Let me just try and do one thing. Trying to figure out where the control is for the landing gear. I assumed it was going to be the same button as what put the landing gear up, but apparently not. So I might have to try and do that one manually in the flight. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, now I can see my blue boxes doing this big turn, look. So airspeed 195 knots. So we're doing okay. Just over 2,500 feet, so a little on the high side for our current flight path. So just going to try and knock the engine speed down a few percent points. See if we can't stabilise. Already thinking about the landing approach, so I don't want to get too high. So welcome to any of those people that are just joining us. Appreciate you being here. Doing a flight over the Bahamas. This is the last of the island flyovers we're doing. And as you can see with the blue boxes, we're going to double back for home. So and then try and perform a landing. We've failed to land any Boeing or Airbus so far whilst we've been playing Flight Simulator. So see how this one goes. So what I'm thinking is we'll do a bit of a wider turn. Try and get some good views as we come over this. Those hills almost look snow-peaked, which would be not what I expect in the Bahamas. So we've got St. Peter's dead ahead of us. So from that you can probably find out, if you really want to, which island we're on. Do this left turn now. So we turn for home. So yeah, welcome to those that are just joining us. Appreciate you being here. It's a bit of a quiet one so far. So thank you for coming to take a look. Just go back into the in the cockpit view. We just try to make this turn. do feel very slow to pull around. So we're getting a good flyby over the island. Let's have a quick look. So National Museum of Montserrat. There we go. So I'm guessing that's the island we're currently flying over. See all the mountain paths there.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Too low. Terrain.
Just getting warnings there that we're a bit low to the terrain. Automatically trying to push me higher. I think we've got control of that. And now that's the final turn, and I think if I planned it right, this should now be a straightforward flight back. And then the question is, can we for the first time land one of these bigger planes? So yeah, this should be a straight run straight to the airport. So if we can get ourselves organised as we're coming over the ocean with regard to airspeed, landing gear and everything else, we'll be good. Now I can't find the shortcut on the controller to do the landing gear, so let me just quick look at the external view. Now our landing gear is definitely not down, unless the graphics don't show that. So I'm just looking at the lever over here. Maybe that's not the landing gear lever. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, landing gear is out. So that's just affecting our speed quite a bit. So we'll just boost the engines a little bit just to give us that bit of a lift. Because the landing gear is causing quite a bit of drag. Let's go and have a look now. There we go. It does show you the landing gear. So that answers that question. We're gaining way too much height now. So let's just try and adjust that. So the right, okay. So if I put the landing gear up temporarily, yeah, there we go. It's gone all the way up. Now, because I know where I'm looking for that lever, I can double check when I press that button again. No. Happening here, we're gaining too much height. Let's pull us back down a little bit. landing gear is retracted. I'll have to do that manually shortly. Not sure how far out from the airport we are, so see how we get on this final approach. Just checking why my phone's going mad. Apologies if you can hear that on the audio. So there we go. So look, I'm pretty certain that on this island is where we're going to be landing. So wish me luck. Okay, that's slightly worrying. We've lost the mic. We've lost everything again. I am having some issues. I do apologise. Let me just try and pause that. See if we can get this back. Right, spare 1 second. See if we can get it back for us. There we go. There's part of it back, and hopefully you've got game audio now back as well. Let's just resume the flight. So sorry about that. I had a notification that something wasn't working properly and everything had frozen. Hopefully this won't be an ongoing issue suffering that. So vertical speed currently is 0, which is just what we want. We're not climbing, we're not losing height. And we are losing a bit when I make the turn, so let's see what stabilises. It's not doing, so let's get a little bit more power. Yep, correcting itself now. So as we come past this next island, I will do an external shot and give us a good flyby. Amy, how are we doing? I could have done with you earlier. I was having right problems with this plane earlier on. Couldn't find the right switches to give me control, but we've got there in the end. And we're just, as far as I know, we're coming in to the airport that we're going to be landing at. So there was a request in the chat the other day for a Bahamas flyby, which is what we've been doing. And now A310, yes. I think you tried that before I did the external shot, so good call. I have got the yoke still hidden as well. Bring that back up. There we go. So that might be our landing point there at oh no, it's not. No, it's 6 miles, but I don't think it is. So yes, having big issues earlier on, but we've got control back. So doing okay at the moment. So yeah, there we go, the A310. Had it stuck on, well, initially I couldn't get it to give me any power at all when I was on the tarmac. Where we're flying to, it was a international airport in the Bahamas. Let me see if I can find the technical data, just bear 1 second. Oops, that's not good. Come back. I can't remember how to get back to the that's the one I wanted, the keyboard mode, mouse mode, flight planner, just zooming me in. Oops. Zooming it out a bit. Can't get to see it close enough to tell you what that is. But that's where we're headed. So let me just get rid of that. Get me back on track. Welcome back, Irish Farmer. So we're just coming to land. Right, we can get the place marker there. Is that Kitten Village? Looks like it. So it's not too far from there. So I'm going to start preparing for the landing. Like I said, I can't find the shortcut key to put my landing gear down, so I'm going to have to do that manually there. Welcome to everybody that's coming. We've suddenly jumped to 5 people viewing. Thank you very much. And you're just all in time to see me attempt to land this Airbus A310. Just cut the engine speed quite a bit. I'll manually keep the nose up. I'm going to try and bring this around. I am finding trying to turn these planes to be on the correct route where I'm looking for to be quite challenging. So losing height quite quickly. Come on, round we come. No, I'm going to abort that and swing it around again. Just give myself a little bit of engine speed just to make this turn. So yeah, welcome in everybody. Just try and spin this around and see if we can get it in. Just started from scratch on Kinleg again. Transformed the farmyard into a small farm with cows, just selling the milk. Constant every time the cows produce. Okay, yeah. next time I go on that, I'm going to make an attempt to make the total mixed ration for the cows. See if we can't make them a bit more profitable. So I've just got this in a banked turn in the hope that it's going to pull me back where I need to be. Oh.
Don't sink. Don't
do
sink.
that to me. No.
Don't sink.
That's not what I needed. I just got it coming in nicely, and it goes and puts me on max power again. Oh, come on. So as the anti-stall kicked in.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
So I'm getting all the terrain warnings. So I'm trying to find the right route into this airport.
Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear.
So if anyone's got any tips on this, please feel free. But from what I'm seeing, I should be on the right heading. There's the airport.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
I'm going to have to accelerate after this.
Too low. Gear.
Because the
Too
gear
low.
didn't
Flaps.
come down when I requested it
Too
to.
low. Flaps.
So that's annoying. So it's just oh, it's gone to max power. No, it hasn't. Oh, what have I done here?
Pull up. Pull
Almost
up.
lost it there. We have
Pull
lost
up.
it.
Pull up. Pull up.
Another crash.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
By the way, Fluky, when you're doing farming sim, so farming sim is every Wednesday. At the moment I'm still working full time, so I only get 2 days off a week to do my gaming. So every Wednesday I'll be on farming sim. Farming sim 25 controlling is easier, yeah, much so. Right. So from what I can see, I should have, yeah, full control of the power, right. So thankfully it didn't just end my flight when we bumped into the ground. So we can make another attempt at that landing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it much further out to sea. You have now clicked that over, haven't you? Off. And see if I can't get a much better approach. So let's just try and hold it steady height wise. Engine power's a bit low actually. Let's bring that up a bit. Otherwise we'll be doing a water landing. Should be enough power there. Just trying to give myself some room to make these manoeuvres. Without gaining too much height, and then hopefully we'll be able to bring it in nicely. Right, landing gear is down this time, so that's good news. Right, let's make this right hand turn. Trying to spot the runway. Right, there's our lovely blue boxes that are our guide. So let's just cut the engine speed back a little bit. A little bit more. Airspeed is falling nicely. Let's be a little bit further left. Stall. Amy's saying not currently. Just trying to get it to run nicely. Let me just take some of that trim down. So we're just climbing a bit too much. We have had a few stall warnings, which is why it keeps boosting it to max speed. So I feel as though this time we're making a better approach. -20-degree flaps, landing gear down. Just push the nose up a little bit. See if I can't cut the engine speed some more. Try and angle this in.
Pull up 400. Pull up 300. Pull up 100. Pull up 100. Pull up 50. 40. Too low. Flaps. 30. 20. 10, 5.
Oh. Oh. No, no, no. I'm going to get it down. Yes, we did get it down. There we go. So, first time I've actually managed to get one of these on the ground. Missed my turning off the runway, so going to be slightly on the grass. Come on, keep me moving. First landing with a nut. Yes. And in fairness, that was pretty smooth. It wasn't the bumpiest landing I've ever done. So Now it's just going to want me to taxi round. So it enters the question on the title of the stream: can we land a big plane? Yes, we've done it for the first time. So I get a little bit of time to chat a bit more now. How's your day been, Amy? Complaining that we're taxing too fast. Let's just set it to idle. Oops. So that a little bit wide there. Not quite sure where it wants us to park up. I think just here actually. Let's put the handbrake on. Real life, if an airplane goes off the runway or taxiway gets stuck, yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. So there we go, though, on the ground. Once we just shut down, I'm trying to. Don't think it's going to auto finish the flight, so but there we go. All down safely, just about. A couple of aborted landing attempts, but we got there in the end. So where would we like to see next? Got 4 people watching. So does anybody want to make a suggestion on where we fly over next and which plane we use? So start with the planes. See all the different ones we've got here. If there's any particular one you'd like to see. Wherever we do, we're going to have to be a relatively short flight. We've got about 40 minutes or so. Do the A320. Okay. And where would you like us to go? I know Amy's very good with giving me exact runway data, so I'll wait and see if anything comes up. Let's see if we can't get a successful takeoff as well this time. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So anybody in the chat's got any suggestions on where to fly to, please shout out. Here we go. Amy has not let me down. WDL. Oh no, sorry. Misread that. Let's try that again. It was, oops, VVDL. Delat. Okay. And then if we do the arrival was VVTS. To Ho Chi Minh. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Looks a fairly short flight. Gonna have to adjust the time on that. That'll do. And let's go for this one then. See if we can do a successful takeoff and a successful landing. That flight path is simply for you to land on. Okay. last one wasn't too bad. I just have promised to try to get it to turn where it says the flight path wants me to turn. I can't seem to turn that sharply, so ready to fly. Okay, so handbrake off. Let's increase the power. It's all working properly this time. That's an A330. Well, it said A320 on the list. Not sure what the takeoff speed is on this, so we'll just let it increase a little bit more. Okay. In terms of control systems, these two aircraft are not too different. Okay. Track the gear. So coming up to 4,000 feet. So you'll know this, Amy. Roughly how long is this flight normally? Follow the fast path to increase speed at which you can fly. Yeah, flaps are done. Reduce the trim a bit actually, because we're gaining more height than what we need to. Oh. Just cut my engine speed too much. Come on. No, I didn't want it full speed. Come on. Give me the so I seem to be struggling between max power and not much at all. Come on. Right, why am I struggling so much with this one? Or is that just my cruising engine speed? Soon find out. We are still no. Stop boosting my power. So let me just push the nose down a little bit. We've gained way too much height here. Get rid of that alarm. So losing speed, losing height quite nicely. Try and get us back to where we need to be. You should learn how the auto throttle works with the A330. Hang on, is that one there? Oh, hang on. Stop. Ah, that's better. I've got a bit more control now. Let's turn that master caution light off. Right, okay. So yeah, find the auto throttle button. We've disabled that, so we are flying by our own means now. Try and get back to height we should be at. Why is my trim so much? Is there auto trim as well? Because I can't seem to take the trim down to where I want it to be. Okay. So we'll soon be back at height we want to be at. Let's do a quick external view. The countryside we're flying over. So yeah, these airliners, it is taking me a little bit longer to get them flying exactly how I want them to. But once we get there, it's not too bad.
2,500.
Let's just increase the engine speed a little bit. Try and level us out. That'll do me nicely. Vertical speed of 200. Do I get the feeling that this airport is going to be over the top of those mountains? In which case I might start gaining height now, ready to get over that mountain range. It certainly looks that way. So I think if I, before I start on the runway, turn off that auto throttle, might make my flights a lot easier. So just remember to look for that button before I start. But yeah, this definitely looks like I've got to go over the mountains. So let's give ourselves a bit more height before we get there. A few more external views. There we go. Adjusted the time of day so that I'm not doing a night flight. I've not done many of those yet, so and it's much nicer to see the all the countryside in daytime. So we've got 5 watching. I'll just let you know that we've got about just under half an hour of this left on this stream, and then I'll be back at 9 o'clock UK time playing Ark. If anybody wants to have a look at that one. Right, we're up to 5,500 feet, so I'm hoping we're high enough to get over these mountains. look as we come over these mountains. Quick external look. The plane is set, so it should just keep height and speed relatively stable. Just wondering how far we've got to go to the next airport. The engine speed just a little bit, so we're not gaining too much height. Welcome to those that have just joined the stream. So we're just doing a flight path that was picked by Amy. Apparently this is a simple approach to the airport, so fingers crossed we'll be able to land it first time when we get there. So I've currently got vertical speed of 0, so got it flying nice and level. I can't really read out these landmarks it's got marked without butchering all the names, so I'm not going to attempt that. So 6,000 feet, plenty of clearance for the mountains, and it looks pretty low lying once we get past these, so probably start trying to lose a little bit of height in preparation for the approach. Hoping it's not too far to the airport we're going to. It's a minor adjustment to the throttle, just to hopefully just goes losing height nice and slowly. It's flying steady. Let me try and bring up the flight plan and just see how close we are. Oops, no, not that button. So we're about halfway. So still a ways to go yet. Okay. It's going to be tight on time, I think. Hopefully we'll get there. Amy says we're almost there. Just correct my heading and see if we can't start losing a little bit of height. By the way, I can check virtual tablet to preview the airport map. Yeah. The map top left of the screen just tends to give me a indication of airport flight plan or approach, so I'm hoping you picked one where I'm coming pretty straight into the airport. We'll see. I think these blue markers are at about 3,000 feet, so I think I'm still running a bit high at the moment. But it just losing height gradually, so have a quick look. VTS Airport, Tanson Hat was built by the US. Oh, okay. So, interesting information there. Oops. I need to click that button first. Shift the map along. Oops. Yeah, so it looks like it's pretty straight in. I'm not going to have to do a complicated turn. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's drifted off course whilst doing that. And we're now at the height we're supposed to be at, so just boost my power a little bit. I believe you can land. Thank you very much. Let's see. I mean, in fairness, the one line that I've done in an Airbus was fairly smooth. So yeah, I think we're getting the hang of it. So when you're working, Amy, do you have a normal area in which you're flying, or are you all over the world? Where does your job take you? Just try and increase the trim a little bit, if you'll let me. No, it's actually taking the trim down when I want it to go up. Come on. Avoid too many complications. It's not letting me manually adjust the trim, which is causing me a little bit of an issue. Now we're gaining too much height now. Try and pitch it down a little bit. So get a couple more external shots whilst we're making our way to the airport. There we go. So lots of woodland. Looks like a town down there to our left. And then there's large expanse of water. And another town right on the shores there. So some lovely views on this. Still gaining height though, which is not what I wanted to get. Can't just lose this height gradually. So, quick question, Amy, do you know roughly how long time-wise we are out from this next airport? So can't make an adjustment here. Just level out. 30 to 40 minutes. Ugh, that's going to be pushing on time. Have to see how it goes. Not sure what the maximum airspeed is of this plane. I should say it's safe maximum speed. I know Amy mentioned I was pushing one the other day way beyond its speed limits. Lift the nose enough just to level us out. Try and hold that. Just trying to keep it at a vertical speed of 0. I'm either going up or down. Did you see airport? It's ahead. Good that you just said 30 to 40 minutes. I hadn't, but looking at those blue boxes, I can see they're suddenly starting to drop. So, have a quick look. So I think it's going to be time for me to start preparing. So let's put some flaps on and cut that engine speed a little bit. Push the nose down. Low altitude airport ahead, yeah, working on it. Also trying to cut my airspeed as well. Let's try and slow us down. where's that? Ah, is that the... Yes, that's the one. Landing gear lever. Let's put the landing gear down. So that should help us as well. Let's give it a bit more flaps. So we're at 35% engine speed. Just trying to get the height down. Nice and steady. So there is a bit of a circuit to do with the looks of it. So just gonna have to wait for that coming up on the map. This could really mess us up doing this circuit because like I say, I struggle to get these to turn as I want them to. Let's pull that nose up a bit. I might need to put a little bit more engine speed on. Losing height a little bit too quickly. Is that the airport dead? Is that the landing strip dead ahead? Looks like it. In which case, I'm a bit confused by all the blue boxes. Still got a vertical speed of minus 750, so we're still losing height. Yeah, that is our airport dead ahead. Currently at 3,500 feet. Looks like this is more or less at sea level, so let's cut that engine speed back a little bit. And not sure what the stall speed is. I don't want to get a stall warning. Let's push that nose down a little bit and pick up the airspeed. Prevent any stall. I think I'm losing height a little bit too quick now. Just make a couple of corrections. So assuming that marker is on the centre line of the runway, feeling quite confident at the moment. So let's make this low and slow. Like we're right on the centre line. And we was right, it's straight into this one, so looking good. So that engine speed off to idle.
1,000.
Got a 1,000 feet warning there. in a bit high.
500.
Might not have enough runway to get this down.
400.
What?
300.
Thought I'd already deployed the landing gear. It clearly didn't work. Hopefully it's down now.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And we are down at the first attempt. Just taxi off the runway. Look at that, even managed to avoid the grass as well. Look at that. So just trying to get an engine speed now where we can actually taxi. So go on there, you've just seen that one. It's happy marks out of 10 for that landing. Just taxi our way around. I might get told off in a minute for taxi speeding, but I'll try and get this done. And I've got another aircraft just taking off there, look. It's good timing to get out of the way of that one. I think shortly that will disappear. It only tracks the aircraft in and around the airports. About excessive taxi speed. Knew that was a risk. Right, let's see where it's going to get us to park up this time. It's like a very big, very busy airport. The blue laughing face isn't a score out of 10, Amy. Or was it really that bad? This time we got it down at the first attempt, which is better than what we have done. Shout at me again in a minute. Just try and cut a couple of percentage off my throttle. So we've got a turning to make shortly. This looks interesting. hate it when that happens. Slow right down to make the turn, and then you just grind to a halt. So let's put the parking brake on. Hopefully it tries to shut it down shortly. No, it's not going to. I'm just going to have to manually end the flight, I think. So, thank you very much for watching. I didn't get my score out of 10 for that landing, unfortunately. I was hoping to see how much I'd improved during this session. That was fun. Landed an Airbus twice. More successfully the second time. Amy's suggestion of that airport was very good, very easy approach, so thank you very much for that, and I'll see you all again very soon. I'll be back in about 2 hours with my ARC stream, so if you want to join me on that, please feel free. I look forward to seeing you. But for now, thank you very much, and bye for now.